Hello everyone, welcome back to the video. Today we will be discussing about Power BI desktop tool, what are the components on the tool, what they are called for, and how to import the data. So if you have not watched the last video, which was on the introduction of Power BI, what Power BI is, then go watch that video and come back and let's get started with this one. So when you will open the Power BI tool for the first time, this is what you will be able to see. On the first page, you are able to see the collaborate and share button. This is when you want to share that project with individual or a group of a person. So you will just use this. Okay. So if you don't want this, you can just close it. So this is how the Power BI tools looks like. In the background, you are able to see the logo of Power BI. So let's get started with what are the components of the Power BI tool. Power BI desktop tool. There are multiple tools for the same, like Power BI. So this one is the Power BI desktop because we have installed it in the PCs or the laptops you are using. So first is the menu. So in the top, you're able to see file section, home section, and modeling, view, optimize, and help. This is called the menu of it. Then we have like through which you can add on the features, whichever feature you want on your data set that you can add it up. Then we have the layout plane. In this layout plane, you will be able to add up the things. Okay, this is for the DAX feature. This is data view. So whichever data you are going to add up, it says you have not loaded any data yet. So that is why it is blank as of now. And this is the visual report view. Whichever graph you are going to add up, you will be able to see over here. So from where you have to add it, this is the section from where you have to use the charts. So this is called OOTB visuals. We call it OOTB visual. So these are the charts. You just have to use the drag and drop option and then you are done. Suppose I want this one, I will just drag and drop it like this. I have not imported the data, that is why it is not working as of now. And in this section, you will find the data if you have uploaded any of the data. Suppose you are creating a dashboard in which you are going to use multiple pages, might be 4 or 5 pages. Your report is going to be like big report you are creating. Then in that case, you can add up the pages from here, like page 1, page 2. If you will click on this plus icon, the pages will be added. So like this, you can add it and you can just close them as well. You can delete them. So it will give you the option to delete. So just press delete and it will be deleted. So this is how you can add up more pages. If you want to import the data, then it is very, we can say that easier process on Power BI because we can import the data from any format. Suppose you have a very basic format if you take CSV, right? So in case of CSV, you can import the data. You can import the data from Excel. You can import the data for SQL Server as well. You can import any type of a data, whichever format you have the data in, you can import it very easily. So suppose we are going to import the data from CSV file. Let's take a basic example of it. So you can just click on import data from Excel, or you can use import data as CSV. Suppose I have the data set in the desktop folder of Power BI projects. Just a second. So if you want more, then you can click on get data from another source. And from here, you can select from whichever. So I'm going to import from CSV, let's suppose. So just say connect. And then you can select the CSV file that you have. So here I have HR information in the CSV format. Then you can click on open. And this will just take few seconds of yours to import and load the data. Once your data is loaded, you will be able to see your entire data columns, data rows, everything over here also and from here also. So you have to first load it. Once it is loaded, yeah, here you can see it is getting refreshed. It is getting like added up with all the data that we are adding. So this is HR information. This is just related to the companies and all. So this is how your data will be uploaded. So here we have multiple columns. If you want, you can increase the size. And this is how the data will look like. So whichever column you wanted to select, you can. So now you can add the graphs also like this, okay? Let me just close it. Go back over there. So this is the way where you can add up the data, how you can add up the data. If you want the another format, then also you can import the data, just like get data, click on this get data, and you can select whichever format you have. Suppose it is on web, you can use that analysis services, SQL Server, and whichever, like if I say, you can click on more, you will get more options for importing the data. And here you will find all the possible data formats, like everything is added, nothing is left out of it. So you can select any of it. If your company or your client is it's giving any other format other than CSV, TSV, or any other format, then you can use that format also in this Power BI tool. Just have to click on the connect and that's it. Once you have imported the data, you can start your work by just adding filters or data cleaning, data modeling, and so on. Suppose I say that if you are going to add up the file in which the format is something else. If you're wondering from where you can download the data set for your practice purpose or for your college projects and all, so you can use the basic free websites. That is maybe a Kaggle website you can use, or else there is one more website which you can use for free data set. There are many more websites, but these are widely used. So it is Data World. Just search for Data World, and this is how the Data World website. There are many data sets, open source data sets are available. You can download them and you can practice. And this is how Kaggle will look like. You have to sign in on both the websites using your mail ID, and then you can proceed ahead. Like you have to download it. I will show you on Kaggle. Suppose I want data set, just click on data set. Yeah, so you can select whichever category data set you want. Suppose I want something related to education. So you have to tap on education and you will get the data set related to education only, like student exam scores, IIT admission data sets, and many more. So this website also you can use for free data sets. And this is also the one Data World, which you can use for free data sets. Suppose here I want statistics related data sets. So I can just have to just click on statistics and there I will get the data set. So for downloading any data set, suppose I am going to download this IIT admission data set. You just have to look for the data set which says the .csv, and then you have to tap on the download button. Who already know about how to download the data set can skip this part. And then we can get back to this Power BI. Suppose we are going to download any TSV data set. We can just search for like this, and then now I'm looking for the data set which is in TSV format. Yeah, so this is the TSV one. You can just download it over here. You need to sign in and then you can easily download it. After signing in, you will be able to see something like this, and then you can just go and download the TSV format of data. So if it is downloaded, yes, I understand and accept. You can just cancel it because that is not necessary. It is just asking you to for just setting it up, and then you can download it. Suppose you wanted to select something, so you can just click on this box and it will be like this. Will show you after decreasing the size. Suppose this is what we have selected. It is business travel, non-travel, travel frequently, and travel rarely. So you can just increase the size by dragging it up, by dragging it back. And also you can add up multiple things. Like if you will go on journal, you can add up the effects, just like a background color. Suppose I want blue, so that also you can do. If you want, you can change many more things like visual borders. You can make it any of the color. Okay. Just by clicking on it, you can just change it. So whichever columns you want, you can just check it and it will be here. So sometimes what happened is if you have the data set, this is the data view button, which will help you to view your data set. So this is our data set. So in this, let's suppose if you can see over here, this is _1, _2, and so on, right? and you can view your entire data, how many rows and how many columns do they have. So this is not quite meaningful because the column names are just _1, _2, _3. So what we will be doing is we will be learning how to clean your data set. We have loaded it, but now we will be learning data cleaning. First thing after loading the data set comes up is data cleaning, then doing the data modeling, then creating the relationship, creating other things like adding up the filters and dropping the rows or the columns that you don't want. Okay.